Alright, what is going on, guys? My name's Adam. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be explaining how I went about Team Affinity and I think is the fastest and most efficient way to go about Team Affinity. As we can see, that's the wrong button. Off to a hot start. I have completed Team Affinity Chapter 3, and now I have this gorgeous team that I can use for a whopping 10 days. Does that not excite you? But, so yeah, we're going to go into. I am all over the place. I need to calm down. All right, we're gonna go to Team Affinity, but first, we're not. We're gonna go over the other programs. Season awards, Drop 8 and Drop 9 happen. You get Shota and Gunnar Henderson. My Cubs heart makes me happy. And then the Season 1 the recap program to get the 99 Byron Buxton. And of course, you get a ton of packs and you get a ton of XP. It's supposed to be the catch-up program for us that weren't as far along, so we have stuff going on in our life, and the season's about to be over, so we get cards to fill our collections and XP. So, as someone who's completed the program, I'm still not at a million XP, therefore I still don't have my first boss yet, and the season ends in 10 days, and I only have one of the collection bosses, which I only kind of got because I completed Team Affinity. So yeah, great catch-up program. Really appreciated that. But besides the point, Team Affinity. Um, Team Affinity 3, you get 30 free 99s from doing this. So I would recommend it, but like I said, the season ends in 10 days. You can't use any of these cards. So I'm going to say allegedly it's worth it. But regardless, I'm going to tell you guys the fastest way to do it. So maybe you can use these cards for 5 days. That'd be pretty cool. But so let's just go. Let's pick a random one. We'll do AO West. This one had some juicy ones. We have Edmonds and Edgar and Trinan. All three are in my starting lineup except Trinan because he can't physically be because he's a closer. But he's in my bullpen. That helps. So here's how I went about it. I first started off by doing their moment, their easy regular moment. All these moments, every division has one. For the AOS, it's to get 3 hits with Kinsler in one game. This gives you 2,500 XP, which gives you a whopping 1% in each program. So you're starting off with 1%. And then I went and did each team's extreme moment. Um, yeah, this was definitely a thing of all time. Again, I'm not a fan of putting extreme moments in these programs. I think sure they are optional, but like 10,000 free XP kind of makes it not optional. Anyone that did one of these videos, including me, I guess I'm not exempt, did the moments. So yeah, each team has an extreme moment. I'll go over each one and which one I think is the hardest. The AL East to 2 home runs with Brad Miller in one game. That one was easy just because Brad Miller's pretty good and Yankee Stadium, so that helps. Oh, the complete game shutout one from Lucas Giolito. This was interesting. This was a moment of all time, I'll tell you that much. But pitch 9 innings, strikeout 12, don't give up a run on All Star. So that was definitely AOS definitely hardest one because I hate Jeff Bagwell's swing. A lot of people hate Jeff Bagwell's swing. Yeah, I get 10 total bases on Hall of Fame, so that equals fun time. And then NL East, I totally forgot. Oh, strikeout 14 with Sandy. This one's easy. You don't have to pitch. Just speed run 14 strikeouts. You'll be fine. That one's an all-star, not too bad. NL Central, hit home run. Oh, this one's the easiest one. 1 plate appearances, hit 1 home run. Eventually, you'll just hit it in enough attempts. That one's not too stressful. And then NL West, 4 hits, 1 home run with Renfro. That one's also, I mean, quite easy just because Renfro's pretty good, and you're playing at course. So yeah, I started off by doing the regular moment, and then the extreme moment. So that puts me at 12.5 XP. So a long way to go. And then I did the extreme showdown. I did the Extreme Showdown, which is again annoying that you have to do Extreme to get a good amount of progress. Again, I really think Extreme should be optional, and I'm kind of worried that if they do an Extreme program this year, now it's like, okay, there's too much Extreme in this game, but if they don't, now they're kind of using this as a cop-out, and which will also kind of suck. So they put themselves in this weird double-edged sword situation, but hey, it's their own fault. Great life lesson. Hold people accountable for their own actions. I learned that way too late. But here's the Extreme Showdown. You face Kerry Wood on Legend for the final boss. That is almost impossible. So, yeah, definitely very accessible to all to complete these programs easy. But that, again, that's besides the point. I'm not the happiest with this program, if you guys couldn't tell. Um, so yeah, I did that, and then I started doing this. And then I did the conquest, and I started doing stat missions while I went about doing the conquest. What's it's this one? Yeah, this is the Team Affinity Chapter 3 one. Um, it's eight, yeah, eight strongholds. But this map is so annoying because teams reinforce more than usual on this conquest. When I went to the Yankees were the last team I finished. The whole hexagon that surrounds the Yankees in the top left, every spot had like 20 fans. It took so long to sim those games and get them down to the point where I could actually beat it. That was so infuriating. But so I did the conquest, and then I put those vouchers into whatever one I was grinding at the time. So I was probably grinding AL West. I put the vouchers for the conquest in here. So yeah, only one affinity gets that boost from the conquest because the conquest isn't universal and gives progress to all anymore, which is also a conversation. A lot of conversations need to be had, but regardless. So after all that, you make a team and you fill it with players from this division. So if I'm grinding AL West, I'm putting all AL West players, specifically previous AL West of bosses. So whenever I can, I'm putting in the boss. These are the chapter 2 of bosses. I'm putting all these guys in the lineup. I'm only pitching with JR Richard, and with whatever spots I have left, I'm putting the chapter 1 bosses in my lineup. If I'm closing with Rysel, I'm putting Correa, Henderson, and Haniger in the lineup. Every spot I can, I'm fitting in a former boss in my lineup, and whatever spots I have left, other AL West players if I'm grinding AL West. Why? Because this mission right here, XP repeatable with bosses. So any boss, so bosses from chapter 3, 2, or 1, put them in the lineup, and then eventually you'll get this mission done a couple times, free 5k rotating, and then also this one for just Season 1 AOS players. Again, that's your lineup anyway, so you'll get these two done at the same time if whenever you're grinding, you put the bosses in your lineup. So these two you're constantly grinding, and then I like grinding. Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, and then you're also grinding against the CPU, so single player. These two missions are your friend. I mean, I got these two missions done in Conquest when I was doing the Conquest. I also released the Apple Conquest while I was grinding, so that also helped me get some more Conquest stats done for other divisions. But yeah, you're going to get these repeatable hits and strikeouts against the CPU, and then repeatable total bases against the CPU, but this could be anywhere. So you'll just keep getting these are the 5 repeatable missions that you repeatedly get done until you get the XP you need. And then every time you get a new boss, because you get new boss packs, every time you get one, you plop that guy into your lineup, and then you get their total bases or 5 strikeouts done that you need, and that's a free 10k XP. So you keep rotating these 2 repeatable missions and then these 3 repeatable missions over and over again. Whenever you get a new boss, you plop that boss in your lineup, you get his mission done until you get to 200k XP, and then you do that 6 times to get all the divisions done. That's exactly how you do it. So, yeah, it's not the most fun thing, but I did it. And again, is it worth it now? Honestly, maybe not. You can't use these cards for that much longer. So, interesting to see how Season 2 will play out. Hopefully, I can get at least one boss pack, and I can take Larry Walker and use him as a wild card next season. We'll see. Maybe I can get, and hopefully I can get to 300 cards. I only have one. I have 283. So I only have one of these packs, which I took George Brett. Hopefully I can get to 300 and take Willie Mays. That would be sick. But it's looking less and less likely by the day, but hopefully we'll be fine. And so after Team Affinity, after getting George Brett, this is what the team looks like. And also getting updated on season awards. There's new collections for season awards. If you get 9 season awards cards, or if you get 8, so when Gunner dropped, you can collect 8 and get Mookie Betts, and then when Shota dropped, you can collect 9 and get the Ryan Jeffers. So both cards that are also in my starting lineup now. So make sure you get these programs done too. You also get the free but non-sellable season awards pack, so that's just great. Like I said, feels like I'm in my last relationship where I'm like, at least she's trying, but and then it's like, no, I deserve better. So that's where we're at. So here's what my lineup looks like after season awards, Team Affinity grind, and then taking George Brett. So I'm leading off Eric Davis from the NL Central. His swing's kind of cool and he's fast, so I have him in center. George Brett's hitting second. I'm hitting Edgar third because his stats are insane, and at DH. Brad Miller's cleaning up because that power is insane. Mookie Betts 5, Eduardo 6, Harmon at 7, Jim Evans 8, and then Ryan Jeffers, the catcher, at 9. I'm debating if I want to start him or Gary Carter at catcher, but people seem to like this card more, and I'm very susceptible to peer pressure. That's one thing you need to know about me. So he'll start for now, and I have Roberts, Ludwig, Renfroe, and then Carter on the bench. Glavin is my ace, followed by Kerry Wood, Sandy, Cliff Lee, and TC Sabathia. Bullpen, I got Wilson, Trinan, and Henke in the pen with Aaron Loop, Fingers, Dibble, Graveman, Holby Milner. Sorry, my apologies. Until the Milner Enterprise. But yeah, that's what my lineup looks like after all this grind. So I get a full 99 team that I get to use for 10 days. Isn't that so much fun? Again, I've used like none of these cards. Really. I've used them for grinding. That's about it though. But I haven't really used Jeffers yet. I haven't used Brett at all. I haven't used Betts at all, really. So yeah, hopefully I can get some gameplay with this team over the next 10 days. Maybe get more collections done, get more cards. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully this video helped in completing Team Affinity fast. Hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next video.